I really like the Glitchpop skins, and because of that, I decided to create a Glitchpop Ghost with my 3D modeling software of choice, Blender. But let's start from the beginning. At first, I wanted to create a Shortie with the retro wave style. And yes, I also finally got my only Shortie. With that, I came this far until I decided to completely restart. But I still wanted to create a skin with the neon aesthetic. So the Glitchpop Ghost was right up my alley. But first, I had to figure out how I wanted it to look. Luckily, there is Photoshop, where I created the base idea, which is going to be the main reference point going forward. I was really happy how the Photoshop version already turned out, even though it still had some major flaws. Yeah, I told you. But I kept going until I was finally ready to move into 3D, and I think you know me by now. Yes, I added in a plane. This plane quickly turned into the blocked out ghost. Blocking out is always one of my first steps. It's really helpful to get all of the proportions right before you start with details. So after the block out phase, I started working on the handle with the trigger area. I smoothed everything out with the subdivision surface modifier and then added in a lot of smaller details like the glowing outlines and the trigger. Next was the cable. I had to reposition it so it doesn't snap when I reload. I also added in the cool purple to blue gradient with the dots. The main cable was done, and I added the same material to the smaller one. Then I added in the hologram projector. Speaking of holograms, I created them all on my own in Illustrator. But if you want, you can send me your holograms on Twitter or Instagram for my next Glitchpop skin that I'm creating. Okay, where were we? The slide. With that, I also finished up the slide. I connected these two pieces so when you pull back the slide, it looks like this. Furthermore, I also wanted the gun barrel to move with the slide, like this. Now the finishing touches were made. I added in the hologram that I made before and experimented around with animating it. Then as the last part, I added in the carbon fiber and other small textures. And yeah, I also created the different variants. Then it was time to create the animation. While animating, I rendered this really cool scene, and so I decided to create a new player card. I would really love to see something like this in game. Coming back to the animation, I had a lot of fun creating it and I can't wait to show you. Before I show you the final animation, I wanted to remind you to subscribe. But I also wanted to remind you that you guys are amazing. Look at your work that you sent me. Really good job all of you. But enough said. Now, enjoy the animation.